Hello. Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday. Good evening, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hey, Des. How you doing, sis? Hey, Des. How you doing, sis? Hope your Saturday's going well. Hey, Jared. How you doing? Well. Hey, Dueno. How you doing? Hey, Jared. How you doing? I'm doing great. Hey, ATM Tim. Thank you, Dueno, for that third light. Hey, Realist. Welcome in. Doing great. Yo, you watching the game, Jared? Oh, can you hear it now? ATM 10. It's probably because I have my laptop up too. I just had to mute it. Everybody's speaking. Is that better? Oh yeah, I have my laptop up. That's probably why. Yeah, I know I had like a little bit of a lazy day too. I was supposed to hit up like Wall Measy or whatever, but I'll probably hit it up like after the live or whatever. But yeah. Oh, okay, good. All right. I'm straight. Okay. Hey Metro, how you doing? Happy Saturday. Thank you, Metro. I appreciate you. Appreciate y'all for coming in. Just doing a I piggybacking off of Geneva. Geneva did a short this week and she was talking about accountability. And it was I was talking to some friends and they were going through some stuff about accountability too this week. Hey Monique, welcome in, sis. Appreciate you coming in. And so everybody's been kind of going through some stuff with accountability. So I said, I was like, let me do a live stream about accountability. Everybody seems to have been going through like accountability here. So I was like, um, you know, let me just do like a live stream about accountability. Um, Plus, we had some things going on at work um, too about, coworkers and stuff. We were all talking about like accountability and stuff, you know. Yes, you do, Metro. We love that about you. um, you definitely do. Oh, Metro, you seen Geneva's short about it? Oh yeah, she was talking about she had spoken to her family about it, and that's another thing is communication. Communication is a big thing. Hey, Geneva, how you doing? Communication is definitely like a big thing too. Um, you know, whenever it comes to accountability, because it kind of goes into hand in hand um, with accountability, because you need that to be able to talk to. Um, you need to be able to talk to people, to take accountability. Metro says sometimes depression has gotten to all of us. Absolutely, Metro. Um, Especially this time, um, a lot of things have gone on in the world, where depression hits. And sometimes, Metro says, sometimes work can bring in stress as well. Yeah, exactly. Work, family, um, you know, shoot, uh, traffic, driving on these highways, you know what I'm saying? Anything. Um, a lot of things, bills, you know. Geneva says she thumbs up the live, shared you out as well. Thank you, Geneva. Appreciate that. Um, but yeah, definitely, stress can come from a lot of things today. And just how we deal with stress, is another thing, that we have to figure out how we deal with stress. Great communication will bring in more open doors. Absolutely, Metro. Um, I know how I deal with it is, actually workouts. My workouts actually help me out, you know, going, whether it's walking or, going to the gym or, you know, whatever. But like working out definitely helps with stress for me. ATM Tim says we have to take accountability for our actions. Absolutely, ATM Tim. We all have to take accountability for our actions. And that is something that a lot of people do not do. There will be people that will point the finger, point the finger, point the finger, point the finger. But that one thing they will never do, ATM Tim, is point the finger at themselves. They will point the finger at somebody else all day long, but they will never point the finger at themselves. Metro Science said, my girlfriend had a headache this big, so I took good care of her job, taking very responsible and accountable when corporation was there. That's very good, Metro. And teamwork makes the dream work. Um, absolutely. And just being able to say, you know what, this is where I went wrong. Instead of always seeing where the other person went wrong, but this is where I went wrong, you know. Um, and one thing about me is I could never sit here and listen to, a person complain over and over and over about what somebody else did, and a person that, that never sit up here and say what they did. We all got your back, Mary. Thank you, Metro. I appreciate that. Because when I sit up here and I can sit, because nobody in this world is perfect. Nobody. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And I even tell my friends, hey, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'll even go to my friends. I say, hey, I did I, did I mess up? You know what I'm saying? I'll tell them a scenario and I'll be like, did I mess up? Let me know if I messed up. You know, tell me the honest truth, you know, or whatever. Or what should I do with this situation? You know what I'm saying? Real estate MB, I know exactly what you're talking about. you know, and it's like, I could never sit up here and just, say what somebody else has done, and I can't take accountability for my actions either. Metro said daily exercises are good to train great spiritual energy and motivation to relieve stress. Yes, Metro. Because let me tell you something, when I come out that gym, I feel like a brand new person. So yeah, absolutely. Um, you have to be the one to be like, hey, I messed up. This is what I did, or whatever. Especially still, keeping up with my training. Right, Metro. You know, um, even at work, you know what I'm saying? When I've had to check a coworker or something, I will go into the office and I'll tell the supervisor, I had to get in on one of your. I'll be like, hey, I had to get in on so and so, and let me tell you what I said. You know what I'm saying? And I will tell word for word exactly what I said. I don't care how rough it was, how much I might get myself in trouble. I will say word for word what I said. Even one time, y'all, I sat up there. I called a girl a trifling, grimy ass bitch, y'all. Sure did. Because what she was doing, she was going around starting a lot of drama between a lot of different coworkers, right? So I didn't want her to talk to me anymore. So I told her, I said, please don't talk to me. And she said, why, Mary? I said, because you're a trifling, grimy ass bitch, right? So she went and told her her manager, that I called her a bitch. Okay. So her manager called my manager. My manager calls me into the office. My manager was like, did you call her a bitch? I said no. And my manager was like, oh my goodness. She was like, thank goodness, because she was relieved. I said, I called her a trifling, grimy ass bitch. So, my thing is, I said word for word. Like, don't sit up here and I didn't call her no regular bitch. I called her a trifling, grimy ass bitch. Like, if you're gonna quote me on some shit that I said. Don't sit up here and I didn't call you just no regular bitch. I called you a trifling, grimy ass bitch. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't sit up here. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing is, now calling her just a regular bitch wasn't too bad. That wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? I could have just gotten away with just calling her just a regular bitch. That ain't too bad. You know what I'm saying? But no, I called her a trifling, grimy ass bitch. Now, if you want to sit up here and try to quote something that come out of my mouth, you better say something word for word what I said. ATM said I was just in the same situation at work last week. Really, ATM Tim? Oh wow, we got to talk about that. You're very welcome. Realist is laughing. But seriously though, I'm saying, like, my thing is word for word. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna let you know what I said word for word. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody telling anybody what came out of my mouth. That's what I said. That's why I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell you what Mary B says. That's why I be telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell y'all what Mary B ever said. You know what I'm saying? Metrosonic says, brand new person, more like a better version of ourselves. Exactly, Metro. Destiny says, sorry, sis. I was doing something real quick. Oh, it's all good, Des. So I've always told my supervisor that, like, because she she had people going to her all the time at work, trying to tell her things. And I used to tell her all the time. Her name was Mary too at the time, my old supervisor. I said, Mary, if you ever had a question about anything that I had supposedly said, please come to me and pull me and tell me. I said, because I'm going to let you know what I said. I said, can't nobody tell you. She's like, I know, Mary, you going to let me know. You going to let me know what it is. I said, exactly. Because I'm not afraid to say anything. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, But see, this is the thing about people. People will sit up here, and you guys got to be careful with this too. You guys got to be careful with people that will sit up here and have conversations with you. They'll ask you opinions, right? Because they know that you're outspoken. So they'll ask you about stuff, right? They'll ask you because they know you're going to give your honest opinions about stuff. They'll have conversations. They know you're going to give your honest opinion. When you give your honest opinion, they'll turn around and use it on you later. But they will never sit up here and say the stuff that they ever said. They will never sit up here and say the stuff that they ever said. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful about giving your honest opinion about things. And you just got to be like, you know what? I don't know. Let I don't know be your answer about stuff when it comes to people. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or just, you know what I'm saying? Or just be like, you know what? I have no, you know what I'm saying? I have no clue. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, talking to, my thing is this. I always say things too that I don't never say anything that I can't back up, or I can't say something to the person. So that's my thing. I don't never say things that I can never back up. but people will take your words and they will twist your words. Yeah, you would get certain coworkers that would cause drama. Exactly. Um, and the newest thing, like at work, what happened was so this one chick, she was actually, this one nurse was actually she was leaving. And then, like, so a couple of weeks before she, when people put they notice in, sometimes what people start doing is manipulation and exaggeration. Yes, realist. So when people put their notice in, what happens is they start they stop working. you know they stop working. So they don't, you know what I'm saying? They going around, they not doing the job, they not answering phones and stuff. They own their cell phones and stuff like that. Metrosonic said, especially that one time, one former coworker was very rude and ignorant, and all of a sudden she quit. Spread rumors, and I told HR, ask questions before you believe rumors to find out the truth. Exactly, Metro. Just, ask questions before, you know what I'm saying? Ask questions. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? There's two sides to every story. Very manipulating. Exactly. So, I notice this is my thing. I don't mind helping people out with their work when they're busy. Okay. I don't mind that. But you're not going to dump your work off on me. And then I see you over here watching TikTok videos on your phone, or you ordering stuff online. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what's going to happen. So that's what started to happen. I see her looking at TikTok videos. She over here laughing and giggling with the receptionist. And my whole thing is this: if you're not going to work your 2 weeks that you're supposed to work, well, stay your ass at home. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't put your 2 weeks notice in and then just come to work to collect the rest of that check. If you are not going to put in your full, work and do your work ethic while you're still working, stay home. Cause I really don't want to see you here just walking around here and, you know what I'm saying, and not doing anything. Okay, Geneva, appreciate you. So, so hey, RX Nails, welcome in. So, you know me, I'm gonna say something about it. And I see her dumping like her working in, our box. And so I see her up at the receptionist desk, she laughing and giggling and stuff. So I walked up there and I started like laughing. I said, is this what's gonna happen all the way up until you leave? And I'm like laughing and giggling, right? Didn't yell, didn't raise my voice or nothing. And she's like, well, what have I been doing for 3 years? And I said, 3 years. And she's like, yeah, what have I been doing for 3 years? I said, well, it doesn't matter what you've been doing for 3 years. You here for 2 weeks until you leave the job. I said, I'm like, you put your 2 weeks notice in, like you still should be working. I said, I'm just saying. She goes, well, I don't have anything to do. I said, well, you don't have anything to do. I'm like, well, I was like, the MA box needs help. Can we get help with the MA box? Because we got a whole bunch of messages in there. Still didn't raise my voice. I'm still like laughing and giggling, right? I'm laughing and giggling because I know this chick. She takes things to the extreme. She's one of those liars that would be like, oh, she started yelling at me. She had an attitude. So I'm laughing and giggling while I'm saying it, even though I'm serious about what I'm saying, but I'm laughing and giggling because I already know how she is. You know what I'm saying? She put 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s on it, the situation. So, I'm laughing and giggling while I'm saying it, right? So she's like, I'm I'm leaving. So she snatches up, she goes back up to her desk. So I told the receptionist, I said, oh, I said, did I hurt somebody's feelings? So she is going around telling everybody I was yelling at her, right? So just lying, right? So I was like, here we go. So my other coworker was like, Mary, she going around telling everybody you yelling at her. I said, oh, she is she? So I went to her desk and I said, for the record, I said, I didn't yell at you. I said, I said, you're just upset because I told the truth. You walking around here and you're not working. And I said, and I just basically said, well, we're going to keep seeing this all the way up until the time that you leave or whatever. And so she kind of had this smirk. I said, see, the problem with you is you could walk around this clinic and you could sit up here and be mean to a lot of the nurses up in here. Cause see, a lot of nurses don't like her because she's very rude to them. And they have said that she has been like, she always is very rude to them. And, she comes off, she'll yell at them and she'll say like really nasty things. Even at our other clinic, they can't stand her, you know? And but then whenever somebody says something to her, she don't like for nobody to like really kind of like tell her anything. I said, but see, you don't like for people to tell you anything. I said, you want to be able to put people in their place and stuff like that. But I said, when it comes to you, you don't enjoy it. And I said, and the thing is, I said, I was laughing when I was saying that. I said, because I know exactly how you are. I said, you like the drama. And um, I said, but you don't have to worry about any saying anything else for the rest of the time that you're here or whatever. And so I just kind of turned around and walked away. And I said, and for the record, I said, I definitely would never yell at anybody up in here. I said, because this job pays my mortgage, you know? So I was just like, so they were like basically, gonna have like a going away, like like luncheon party for her. I said she will not get a dime from me because they was gonna do like a gift card and all that stuff. She ain't getting. I was like, she ain't getting a dime from me. And I was like, I don't care because I already knew like nobody was gonna pitch in for that potluck. What I had planned to do, you guys, I had planned to actually do a catering thing from the Mexican food restaurant down the street from the job. I had planned to do that for her because I felt bad. I had actually felt bad that I knew that people was not gonna put in on that potluck. I knew they wasn't because I knew a lot of people didn't like her. So I was planning to like gonna go and like do the Mexican catering thing. Me and the MAs was going to get together and do that for her. But I was like, you know what, they could bring a crumb of Tostitos in a bag of goddamn Tostitos potato chips. I said, I don't give a damn. I was like, I'm done. I was like, I'm good. I was like, because you can sit up here and one thing I can't stand is a damn liar, you know. So I was like, and sure enough, when that potluck came, did nobody hardly bring a damn thing. And then they tried to do a happy hour. Hardly anybody showed up to that. But then again, like I said, that shows you exactly what type of person you are because you never take accountability for your actions. You treat people like shit, and then it shows when it's time for you to leave how nobody showed up for you. Because why? Because the type of person that you are. Let me get to some of these comments. Metro said, especially, I put in a statement to acknowledge what really happened, and the case has been won, and the former coworker has quit. Look, as Geneva would say, toodaloo. Hey, Vondi, how you doing? RX Nelson speaking. Metro said, yes, that is true. So I have to be on guard for an expected turn of events. Yeah, definitely be on your guard, Metro. Definitely be on guard. You got to be on guard at all times. RX Neil said I wouldn't give her nothing either. Nope, absolutely not. And so they were doing a in the in the letter they did a in our so we have a what you call that, we have a letter that goes out every month, and it has like all the birthdays and everything that has happened for the whole month. And so they were asking if anybody wanted to like do basically post the pictures and stuff with her and like send out well wishes and stuff, and hardly anybody did that. And it's like, because it's like, you know she's done so many people wrong. It's like, what, it's like it's like, nah, nobody, ain't nobody tripping off of you. you know and her face was all long when it came out, and she was feeling, she was feeling it. But it's like, this is how you treat people. you know um and it's like, you know this is how you treat people, though. It's like, hey, drinks and discussions. But so it shows like how you treat people. So it's like people don't want to like deal with you when you treat people messed up. It shows. You know, you cannot you can't treat people like that, you know? And this is the same chick I think I don't know, I had told y'all. And this is the same chick, and that I had actually taken care of when she had her surgery. She had a tummy tuck and a BBL done, and her friends didn't even they didn't even nobody her friends didn't even take care of her when she had her surgery done or whatever. Nobody, none of her friends even came to aid when she even had her surgery done. And I wasn't at that time, me and her never hung out or nothing like that, but I felt bad and I said, you know what, she don't have family here. Let me step up to the plate and help her out, because I felt bad. She didn't even have nobody. So again, this is when people don't have friends and they don't have nobody around them. This is exactly why. Now I'm starting to see, and this is what I say, when people don't have friends and they don't have people like around them and stuff, this is the reason why. Because people don't be wanting to deal with them. And when people don't have friends and they don't have nobody that they can count on, there's a reason why. Because they push everybody away, and there's something wrong with these people. You know what I'm saying? There's something wrong with these people, that they don't have these friends. They don't have friends, and because they are the type of people, you know what I'm saying, that push people away. They people that start shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? And don't nobody want to deal with them. And this is exactly why they cause their own demise. You know, Metrosonic said that's the same thing that with a former coworker to believe I told her what to do. But that was false because she was writing damn lies as I acknowledged to HR. Yeah, Metro. Realist says he don't know how folks expect to treat people a certain way and not get it back. Realist, it always comes back. It always comes back. It may not come back today, not tomorrow, maybe not even next week or next month, but it always comes back. Yeah, I always see you type that in chat. Always act accordingly. Absolutely. No good deed goes unpunished. Right. Absolutely. You got to be careful because I mean, one thing about that karma, it definitely comes. It definitely comes. I know because I've experienced it. You know what I'm saying? Karma done told me, showed me many a time. Sit your ass down. Hey, Frank G. Um, Many a times. I know. Look, you know what I'm saying? I got this. You know, um, I got this. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? ATM said facts. You get back what you put into the universe. Exactly. Like I got this. Sometimes we be so upset and we be ready to retaliate, y'all. Cause we be like, cause I know me, I be like, ooh, things ain't happening fast enough. You know what I'm saying? And you just be wanting to take matters into your own hands. But then it's like you have to just sit back. You just have to kind of just watch. And a lot of times that things already be happening to people, you know? Hey, Liz B, welcome in. Virgo, you know? And things already be happening to people. You know what I'm saying? And we just have to sit back and just, and just let things take its course, you know? Um, and it's already happening. Their lives is not going the way it's going. It's like they already miserable as hell. Um, it's like you cannot. My thing is, you can't you can't do bad stuff to people. You know what I'm saying? No, Lisby. You know what? I was lighting my. I really light my candles at night, and so the smoke and stuff. This the smoke from the candles and stuff. So it's all in my for me breathing the smoke and the candles. I be over there sleeping with the candles and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, Frank G just be listening. He be in the background a lot. But yeah, so it's like, we just gotta be patient and we just have to sit back, and it's not up to us to just be, when is this gonna happen? And we have to like just let karma take its course on these people. It's not up to us, and just let it, let karma handle these folks, you know. Because eventually it's coming. You can't keep doing the bad, you know what I'm saying? You can't keep doing bad shit, and lying and doing all that lying and stuff. Like it's all gonna come back, you know. Um, that's why I said one thing about it is like, um, damn well it's like, you know damn well you lying. You know what I'm saying? You keep lying, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Your whole damn tongue should just fall out your mouth for just doing all the lying that you're doing, you know. And it's like, all in all, it's like, damn, you know, I could sit up here, or that person could sit up there and rip your whole world apart. But it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, you don't even have to do that. Just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Nah, me neither, realist. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that you definitely can't come back from, you know? And like, um, my other coworker had asked, she said, she goes, did you get to patch everything up with her? And I said, nope. I said, because one thing I can't stand is somebody that will go and really just be vindictive like that. There's no coming back from that. So I was like, she can go ahead and leave the city of San Diego. And I was like, I don't ever have anything else to ever say to her again. I said, because I was definitely there at a time when none of her so-called friends was there, when I didn't have to be. Frank G said, the older I get, I don't let people get to me. I just fall back from them. Exactly, Frank G. You just move on, you know. Because at the end of the day, I definitely have people, in my life, that, I don't have that. If I need it, shit, I would, when I had surgeries or if I needed to go to the doctor, shoot, I had people fighting over to take me to my doctor's appointment. Shoot, they was running in the office. No, I got her. I'll take her. I got her. I take her. No, I got her. I take her. I'm like, dang, you know, it's all right. Geez, like they was going in there to shoot, telling Kim, I got her. No, I'll take her. I got her. I take her. I'm like, geez. So she was like, I don't know who. She's like, well, Mary, I don't know. She's like, I guess, I guess Hun's gonna take you because he said he got you. I was like, okay, hey, as long as I got a ride, I just want to know whose car is gonna be in my driveway. That's it. But it felt good that people was like running in there like, nah, I got her. It's like that says a lot about the person that I am. You know, so at least I had that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me over there trying to find somebody that's gonna take me. Metro said you can always give them the silent treatment not to bother you again ever again. And Metro, that's something that is something that I am a professional at. I am so good at giving the silent treatment. I can walk up in there and act like they dust on a piece of furniture. Like for real. Um, I mean, I actually had people had one girl go to uh human resources because I wasn't saying anything to her unless it had something to do, with a patient or something. But like I don't need to speak to you. I really don't. And she's like, well, she don't talk to me. They like, well, is it, is she being professional? Well, yeah, she's professional. Well, that's all that matters. Like, they like, we can't have her say good morning. She doesn't need to ask you about anything personal. Like, she can keep it professional as long as she's being professional though. She doesn't need to talk to you about, anything else. As long as she's not being nasty or anything like that or throwing things at you, you know. And that's what I was doing. I was being, if it had something to do with a patient, I would say something about that. If it was a phone call, I tell her she had a phone call. I wasn't like snapping at her, or nothing like that. Um, but I wasn't gonna sit here and say, "How was your weekend? How's your children?" No, or buying stuff for her birthday. Absolutely not. You know, we wasn't on that level. But I walked right past or whatever. She'd be like, "Oh, I like your hair." Like she would try to force herself, and I'm like, "No, like I just don't, I don't have anything for you. Once I'm done, I'm done. Like I'm good." You know what I'm saying? Like you ruined that. That's all that is over with. You know. Hey, Shanita, welcome in. Happy Saturday, Mama. Geneva says she does the same. Exactly. You're not about to sit up here because I'm like, once I see that part of you, I don't want that. Like I don't want that part of my like I'm good. Metro said, exactly, Mary. No one don't want to deal with those certain individuals because all they do is start BS. Exactly. You know. Hey, Nate, welcome in. Appreciate you for coming in. So it's like I'm straight. There's enough people in this department that can sit up here and talk to you. I don't have to be one of them. You know, and and another thing is like, I'm that type of person too. It's like, how many of y'all have them friends, you know, that are out there that want to sit up here and they want to sit up here and complain to y'all over and over about the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? They complain to you about the same stuff over and over, you know, and you sit and you listen, you know, you listen and you listen and you listen, you being a good friend and you listening and all that and whatnot. Um, and you listen in and you listen day out and you never say anything, you just listen until the day they ask you what they should do, you know and then you give your honest opinion about what they should do. Then they turn your answer against you. Well, then, you know what, motherfucker, don't ask me then, you know what I'm saying, what you should do. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna sit up here and if you're gonna sit up here and ask me, you ask me, what you should do. You know what I'm saying? You ask me the question. You know what I'm saying? Like what you should do, then don't sit up here and ask me the question like what I think you should do, you know? I would never sit up here and tell you something that's gonna be, harmful to you, But if you sitting up here every day unhappy, acting like you're so unhappy in a relationship or something, you know? Exactly, Frank G. I love my peace. But if you acting like you're so unhappy, like in a relationship per se, you know, and you constantly complain about this relationship over and over and over. How many times am I supposed to listen to this about this relationship? You know, what time do I get tired of hearing about this relationship that you in? When you complain about it for what 1 to 2 years, you going to about the same thing. Do you leave this relationship or should you stay in this relationship? Am I supposed to keep hearing about the same thing? At some point, I'm gonna get tired of hearing about it. At some time, you're abusing your friends too, right? So your friends are getting abused by hearing about this relationship over and over that you are still in. You know, it's like stop coming to your friends with it. You know, Metro said they're only hurting themselves when they do bad deeds to other people or try to help or do something right. Right. Really said, I just keep my mouth shut. You know, right. Really, because then it gets turned around on you. Shanita said, I don't give advice no more. People will always do whatever they want at the end of the day. Right, Shanita, because I had to tell one friend, I told her, because she was like, people always want to talk about me getting a divorce and all this other stuff and saying for me to get a divorce and all this stuff. I said, well, yeah, because you talking about your husband is having sex with prostitutes, and he ain't stopping. And at what point are you sitting around waiting on AIDS? Because he's sleeping with prostitutes. Not only is he sleeping with prostitutes, but he's sleeping with prostitutes without condoms. So, like, what are you doing? Are you waiting on AIDS? Hey, word, how you doing? So, like, what are you doing? You know, that are you gonna stay with? He's not trying. He's not gonna stop. Even his sister told you before you got married. His own sister told her to not marry him, that he's a hoe, he gonna always be a hoe. His own sister told she said, do not marry my brother. He's a hoe, he gonna always be a hoe. His own sister. Now, if this man's own sister told me something like that, I would have definitely listened. That's that man's sister. Metro said sometimes we have to just let things go and move on beyond control or out of control. Right. You know, gee. So, it's like, but yeah, so I had to tell her, I said, well, you know what? I said, well, you already said you're gonna do what you want to do. I said, so ain't nothing. I said, so at the end of the day, there's really no need for me to even listen to it anymore. Frank G said, people want to hear your advice and basically do their own thing. It makes no sense. Exactly. So I was like, you know what? I don't need to hear it no more. You know, at the end of the day, you know, so I was like, there's really no need. So I was like, so I told her, I said, you're going to do what you want to do. So I was like, there's no, I said, so there's really no need for me to even, there's no need for me to even say anything about it. I mean, to even hear it. Cause I was like, you're going to do what you want to do. So, but, she was just like, so I was like, there it is there. So I was like, cause I was like, oh, at the end of the day, I was like, I was tired of hearing about it, you know? Hey, Swag Found, how you doing, sis? Um, she said, I'm not the one to ask for advice from. I'm too blunt. Shanita, that's part, yes, but that's that Virgo. That's that Virgo, sis. I'm telling you. Same here. Nate said, can't keep listening to the same madness day in and day out. Exactly, Nate. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You cannot at all. You can't keep listening to the same thing over and over again. You know? Word said my ex-wife mom said something similar. She said she ain't shit, and if you marry her, you ain't going gonna be shit. She was right. You know, hey, dang, word. Her own mama said that. Her own mama said it. And that's some crazy stuff. When the own mama that said it, damn. Uh, I don't think I damn word. I don't think I ever heard somebody's mama that said that about their own child. Look, Shanita said, I wish I was giving that truth. I know, Shanita, really? Oh, because my ex's mama was she thought her son was like bread and butter or something when it came until he moved back in until I sent him back home with her, and then she saw then she saw the truth. Really said he said word said Realist, I'm telling you, bro, I ain't have shit when we was done. She left people have my socks. What? Oh my goodness. Frank G said, I'm a type of person, if you ask me a question, I'll be real honest with you. Some people get mad when you tell you. Exactly, Frank G. Well, you know what, Frank G, that's what I've learned. Some people don't like to hear the truth. They don't want to hear it. They say they want to hear the truth, but when you give the truth, you know what I'm saying? They get mad at the truth. And that's why I'll be telling people. I'll be like, well, do you want me to tell you the truth? Or you want me to tell you some BS? I always say that, you know? And really said that part, Frank. If someone asks me, I'm tell you. Thank you, Metro. I appreciate that. But no, that's why I always tell my friends, you know, and to be honest, for the most part, a lot of them, they do. They be like, you know what, they be like, you know what, Mary, I know you're gonna give it to me straight. You know, I remember you saying that word, but that's cold blooded. Giving people the socks, damn, that's crazy. I mean, that's absolutely insane. Because you know what, at the end of the day, I could respect that, because I had to change. I had to change shit about me, because I used to be thinking that I was right all the time, you know, and I had to change that, and I had to be like, you know what, I had to change that about me, because I used to be like, nah, I'm always right, and I had to change that about me and be like, nah, as I got older, y'all, I had to change that about me in my 20s, that I wasn't always right, you know, that I am wrong, and I don't always make the right decisions. So when I got in my late 20s, I had to start listening to people, you know, and that now it's like, I try to I'll even ask my friends. I'll even go to my friends for advice. And I'll be like, am I making the right decision? You know, or what should I do about this? Where it says he came home, everything was gone. Socks, draws. He called her. She said I didn't have money to pay the people who helped me move. She cleared my bank account. What? He said he ain't gonna tell me how much. Oh my goodness, word. That almost sounded like my homeboy. His ex-wife got to the bank. He got to the bank at 9:05. That heifer got to the bank at 9 o'clock. She cleared the bank account. She cleared out the bank account. Took everything. And it wasn't nothing he could have done because her name was on there. Hey, Miss 702. Very expensive lesson. I'm trying to tell you, listen, I'm to the point. I do not believe in joint accounts. Now listen, y'all can say what y'all want to say. I don't give a damn. I do not believe in joint accounts. Now listen, y'all could pay y'all shit from separate accounts. Look, here you go. Take this and pay the mortgage. Pay that. I do not believe in joint accounts. I don't. I have heard too many things going with joint accounts. My homeboy said he got there at 9:05. That heifer was there about 9. She got there at 9 o'clock. Took all that money out that bank. Goddamn, why she take me in socks and drawers? Look now realist. That's what you call petty. She done took the man's socks and drawers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's petty for show. For sheezy. I know, word. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that had to been a lot of that had to been That'd have been a lot of money. Oh, mm. Left him with. I mean, took everything, cleared everything out. Yeah. Hey, you live and you learn. Monique said, likewise, hell nah. Damn, there would have been two killed. Okay, motherfucker behind it. I'm trying to tell you, Monique. Woo wee. I mean, because at that point, what you do? You just have to go like sleep in your car or something. Ain't got no food. And look, you ain't got no just dang, she just I mean, you just at that moment where you just pulling up your pants, huh? You can't even like I mean, at that point you can't even go to Target and even go buy nothing because she done cleared out the account. You just really going to pulling up your pants with no drawers on. Just jeans and no drawers. That's crazy. Metrosonic said, always doing good deeds and more goodness will happen with great miracles, rewarding and appreciation. Never stood up to the crazy ones that will dare to do harm to others. I'm telling you, Frank G, that was big petty right there. Nah, hell nah, Monique. No combined bank, nothing. Look, Monique, I'm to the point. I ain't even trying to look. I'm at this age I am. Look, stay in your house and I'm gonna stay in mine. That's where I'm at right now. Look, Word said I used my card at 10 a.m. She cleared it at 9:35. Woo! I was ready to dig people to punish her. Dang, that's crazy. Okay, Geneva. Damn. Hey, Word. My homeboy, he went to go get he was seeing about going to get a motorcycle. He was telling me he was going to go get a motorcycle, right? And they was telling him your credit score is down or whatever. He was like, what the heck you mean my credit score? He's like, my credit score is almost up to 800. They was like, your credit score is like 4. He's like, nah, what you mean my credit score is almost 4? They was like, you got all these credit cards and stuff in your name, man. And so he looked at the paper. His ex-wife, she done went and got all these damn credit cards in his name and ran them up like $5,000. Was like 4 credit cards. She done ran up $5,000. Just running them up. And she in a different state. But she just did it just a bit. She did it just to be, because she just be doing it just to be petty. Yeah, Rilla said that's a terrible word. That's a terrible word. Damn, she deserved an ass whipping. Whew. Metro said, protect our inner peace from those devils, and they will pay for their sins. Woo. Frank G said, I don't blame you. I don't do hell, we ain't combining nothing. Monique said, and y'all watch out for these little mom and pop stores. They have a duplicate thing under their swipe machines. Really, Monique? That's crazy. I'm gonna have to watch out for that. No, Nate said I'll be up. Okay, Nate. Oh, okay. Hold on, I got somebody. Nate, is that you?
It is. Minus the win, but yes, it is.
Okay. I was like, is that you?
And you should know it's
What
me.
up?
You see this beautiful face up here. You know it's me.
Look,
No, what's up?
they be getting creative.
Oh no, I know. But everybody should know my creativeness.
Okay.
You can't duplicate me.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh man, welcome up, welcome up. What's going on?
Nothing much. You know, I had to come in and show some love.
I,
Especially, I seen the link drop.
I
You know,
appreciate you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. How was your
no.
live?
Live was good, informative as always. Like I said, I just focus on the message at hand, and
Yeah.
it was good. You know, I mostly just had to speak out about some of the things I was seeing recently, like video I seen again with the young girl. It looked like she trying to record her mother. Like I don't know, if she was trying to get her as far as if she starts attacking me, I'm gonna call the cops. Like she's
Uh-huh.
doing something to abuse her, but in the long run, your mom's is teaching you something that she needs to teach you. Now it's obvious you doing something in that house for her to say you need to go find your own, and you only
Right.
19. So like I said, there are some families that do delve with, you know, keeping the family as a tight knit. But
Mm-hmm.
even still, you got to be doing something. If you ain't doing nothing, what you think you gonna be sitting around for free? You think you just gonna
Absolutely.
be disrespectful for free? Like no.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. You gotta, I mean, you gotta do something. I know that's right. That's what I
Man,
told my son. I was like, look, if you don't, I understand you burnt out on school. Because I was burnt out on it too, but you gotta, if you ain't going to school, you gotta work full time.
yeah.
So, you know. But yeah, that's what they want to do. That's what my that's what my, I guess one of I don't know, one of my cousins or whatever. I guess he was like down in Arkansas. He talking about his plan was to sit at home and watch TV all day. That was his plan. And
Nah,
yeah,
you
and
gotta
his
have a better
mom was
plan than
like,
that.
right. And his mom said, nope. She's like, well, I'm getting a 1 bedroom apartment or whatever. And I guess he said getting paid $14 wasn't enough money for him. Well, you ain't making sitting at home making no money, ain't you ain't making no money. So what do you mean $14 is better than making no money? So, you know,
Yeah, they
um,
get into it. That's that entitlement behavior. I gotta be
right,
entitled to a job or I gotta be entitled to a career where, yeah, I can see all the big benefits. But again, you gotta work hard, man. You gotta start from the bottom to make it somewhere. That's where
absolutely,
they fail to realize that. The value of a dollar.
absolutely, you sure
You think
do.
you think people gonna be sitting here and constantly like flooding your pockets with money? No, you gotta get up and do something. And that's
Right,
not no way to look at life anyway. Even if you did graduate high school, I'm gonna just sit back all summer and do nothing. Nah, you
right,
better find something to
exactly.
do.
Yeah,
You better
yeah,
find something to do. Get yourself motivated. Because again, even if you ain't going to college that right away, if you do end up going to college, you still want to at least have something like, all right, I got myself saved up a little bit just in case or whatever. I ain't got to worry about too much. And my parents ain't got to worry about too much.
right, right. Exactly, exactly. Because I mean, every time you look around, things is going up. Like, my friend and I were talking this morning. I mean, the water's going up, gas is going up. I paid $6.39 for gas this week in my car.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I'm like, it's ridiculous. Um, and now they just voted for the water to go up, and it's just every time you turn around, something is going up. It's like, and everything's going up, like the gas and the electric's going up. So we are at a hit right now where the gas and electric is going up, the gas for the cars are going up, and the water bill is going up. So all three things are going up right now. Everything going up but the wages.
exactly. And that's why I was trying to tell somebody one day. I say even when the wages do kind of go up, there's a lot of people that would be able to get higher wages. But again, you gotta work and start somewhere. You can't expect yourself to just automatically, yeah, I gotta make $20 an hour. Wait, where the hell are you getting that from? Hold on. If you want to make $20 an hour, that means you must be well trained and well, engineered in what you don't. And you're
Right.
not just gonna get lucky opportunities like that. Not at
Right.
all.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. My friend's wife, she posted this thing on Facebook. She was saying something about, she's like, I'm in a crossroads between being an entrepreneur or doing an OnlyFans or something. And I said, well, hell, I'll probably go with the OnlyFans. I said, because or no, she said going, or she said, or no, she said doing the OnlyFans or praying or waiting on God or something, or praying to God. I said, well, shoot, I said, I'll probably be doing the OnlyFans. I said, because he be taking too long. And she started laughing or something. But I was like, yeah. And it's funny because I was like, somebody had posted somewhere, I seen somewhere, somebody was like, or I don't know if it was, somebody was like, you're going to start seeing, grandma doing an OnlyFans or somewhere. So I don't know if it was on YouTube or somewhere, but somebody said something. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be like that because people can't afford, people are like struggling to pay bills. you know. I
Yeah,
was like, it's crazy. I'm like, it's absolutely insane. Yeah,
yeah,
word. Inflation is it's crazy. I mean, you got the people coming out of retirement, you know?
yeah. Because they ain't got no choice because they thought that they 401ks and stuff like that was gonna be something, or they thought they
Mm-hmm.
was gonna be able to retire the way they wanted to, and now they see that they can't. But no, this the thing too. Um, See, I'm all for like I said, I don't have nothing against people who, again, because again, you are gonna sit here and you're gonna follow whatever you're following. Grant that. But there is something still, regardless of what. I'm not going to be too religious about it. That
Right.
man upstairs will bless you with gifts. That man will bless you with blessings. But you still have to go out and make something happen. He ain't going
Right.
to bless somebody that's lazy.
True. True. Yeah. You got to get up and you can't sit around and you can't sit up here and expect for people to you can't expect for people to you know give you money all the time. And you can't be one thing you can't be out here doing is doing somebody's dirty work. You can't be out here doing, you got to be careful about what you do. You can't be out here carrying, being the bone collector for folks. You can't, because see, one thing about being somebody's bone collector
Yeah,
is the karma's gonna strike back on that ass. Okay. Being out here being somebody's bone collector, and you thinking that, oh, okay, all right, well, I done did this for you, and you thinking, okay, you getting payments, or you getting money and stuff. See, being somebody's bone collector and doing all that stuff and doing that dirty work, that
yeah,
stuff gonna strike you. You know what I'm saying? That stuff come back on you, and you working with the devil out here, you know.
right.
So you can't do that. You can't, so you got to watch what you're doing when you're selling your soul. You out here, a lot of people out here selling their soul, you know what I'm saying, anything to get money. And you got to watch what you do, you know.
Yeah, because you don't want to put yourself in a hot seat neither, you know. And
Right.
that's where some people get messed up. Sometimes people just they get messed up because again, some people want to be too loyal to certain things, but there's some things in life you just gotta break away from because that loyalty will definitely be a destruction. You
Yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, you got to be really careful about like how you move. And I mean, I know when it comes to money, some people, they just get really desperate about it and they just start doing some real crazy stuff. But you got to really be careful about what you do and how and what you're doing to get it. Because not all money is good money, you know.
Exactly.
And
You gonna risk your moral compass just for a few dollars. Like I
right.
said, you ain't gonna be able to take that with you when you're gone. So shoot.
Absolutely. You sure? Nope. And then when it's gone, you got to deal with what you did, to get it. So, you know, what did you do to, what did you do to get it? So, you got to deal with that karma that comes along with it. You know, you be like, well, dang, how did this hit? Well, what did I do to deserve this? Damn, this didn't happen to me. What did I deserve for this to happen? You know, well, damn, not, maybe I shouldn't have done that. That probably was my karma. Yeah. You that was your karma that hit because you was on some foul stuff. You know, it's like people, you got to really think about what you're doing. You know,
No, big
so
fact.
you got to be,
You ain't saying nothing wrong either, because definitely ain't saying nothing wrong on that.
you know,
Be mindful of the company that you keeping anyway, because sometimes that company will put you in the hot seat.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, you know, yeah, and like I said, and that's what I said. It all goes back to accountability. Um, being accountable is a big thing in life, man, and always you can't just always point the finger. We always, sometimes we just got to look within sometimes, and for a person that never looks within, that's a big thing, you know. For a person that never sit up here and say, hey, I messed up here, that's those are the serious red flags for me, you
Yeah.
know, because like I said, I had, one of my ex, he used to always do that with his ex-girlfriend. He used to always talk about her. Oh, she this, she that, she this, she that. And I was like, you know, I was like, hey, Emmanuel, how you doing? Um, and I used to tell him, I said, you always talk about the stuff that she did. I said, but I know everything wasn't her fault. I was like, what? I was like, I said, what was the stuff that you did though? You know, I said, because you always putting blame on her. And I said, and I know stuff, but I said, I know everything wasn't her fault. Because I'm in a relationship with you right now, and I see everything wasn't her fault. I'm like, you know, I'm like, so what was it? What was some of the things that she complained about? Because I could tell you right here and now some of the things that she complained about. You know, when she started saying this, that, and the other, I was like, yeah, and she's absolutely right. you know, I said, so before you get to sit up here saying that she was, this, that, and the other, I'm like, you need to sit up here and say some of the things that was your fault too. I'm like, don't sit up here and try to put it all on her, you know.
Yeah, but you got people that'll do that.
Right.
That's the sad part about it. Like, I think that was mostly the message I was seeing in that video anyway. Because, like I said, that girl, how you gonna call? First of all, again, you should never call your mother sweetheart. Like she's just somebody in the street. Like
Right.
the nonchalant attitude that girl had. Like I said, and then the moms finally did snap, but she didn't get crazy. She just slapped the phone out of her hand. Like like you're being disrespectful right now.
Right.
Oh, shit. Give me 1 second. My coworker calling. What the hell happened now?
Yeah.
Pray for my scalp, y'all. Pray for my scalp.
The scalp is not the scalp about to hurt.
Yeah, the scalp hurting right now. I'll be back up in a second.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead, handle your business. But yeah, y'all. So yeah, that's just the thing. Um, always be accountable. Nate and I had a talk this week, and I always, I was telling him, when we have certain discussions, um, before we have certain discussions, I was saying, make sure we look within ourselves before we have certain conversations. We always need to make sure we need to look within ourselves first too, and make sure we look within ourselves and make sure that we're doing the right thing too. You know what I'm saying? Shanita's praying for the scalp. And I said, because we also need to make sure we're doing the right thing, and stuff. And, I said, because sometimes, we be lacking sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I know I have to do it, you know, because I said for 2023, some of the stuff, I had to stop doing is I had to stop showing up for a lot of people, because I was always showing up for parties and stuff all the time. And, for some people, it's like, but then whenever I go to have something, I noticed certain people wasn't showing up, you know, for my stuff. So, I would even change up my schedule sometimes or, you know, take off from work sometimes to show up to some things. But then, whenever it would come up to my stuff, and I remember one time I even had a post on Facebook, because I was like, I said, you know what? I was like, I'm so tired of the excuses. Whenever I said, I'm always showing up to people's stuff, driving way far out to this place and that place. But whenever it's time for me to have something, I said, you bitches got migraines and all kind of stuff. I said, but if it's, I said, whenever I said, but if it's some dick involved, y'all bitches is leaving y'all houses. It's 2 o'clock in the morning to go hop on it. And then, so they was like, let me pick Nate back up real quick. And so I said, I bet you it was some dick involved. I said, y'all bitches would be there, whatever. So they all in the comments, well, Mary, this thing. So I don't want to hear the excuses. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't want to hear the excuses. I said, because I'm always there for y'all shit. I said, but whenever it's time for me to have some, y'all got migraines and, oh, your pinky toe about to fall off and all this other bullshit. Like, I'm sick of it. I said, so guess what? I said, when y'all start throwing parties and shit, I said, I don't expect for my ass to be there, you know, because I was like, I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, every time somebody throwing stuff, I'm coming, I'm showing up and all this shit. Then when it's time for me to throw something, oh, you know, y'all got 10 million excuses or whatever. So I was like, okay, I got you. I got you.
You can't be around that. You definitely can't be around that. No, but that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
just gotta know who to go to bat for, who not to. Because again, you gonna fight for some people, and some
Mm,
people are definitely gonna fight for you. But then
right.
you gonna have those that they just want to see you do everything because they ain't got no ounce of backbone. They ain't got
Hmm.
no spirit to fight.
Hmm.
What better way to get? You know what? Let me see if I could do this. Oh, I got somebody tough now. That's just like a punk walking around in the street, and now he got him a quote unquote shooter. Now you gonna feel like the toughest thing in the world.
Hmm.
And then when something does happen, it's only gonna be the shooter doing something. You just gonna be running behind like, yeah, get him, yeah, get him. Like, come on, you know. You just
Right.
gotta be wary of who you put in your circle, because some people are gonna come into your grasp, but you still gotta take the necessary steps. We make sure this person really is real. See,
Right.
like, look, prime example, when we had our conversation,
Right.
look how real we kept it, and
Right.
look how cordial we kept it. And look, are we beefing now? Are we
Nope.
beefing? I didn't think so. We gonna beef now though. You still owe me a turkey and cheese sandwich, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna let you slide. No, but see, even like our situation,
Right.
like that right there is a teachable moment because again, not everything has to come to blows. Not everything got to come to a war of words. You know?
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. And it was, and it was just, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I was completely honest. And that's why I said, see, and I was like, here comes chilling with the realest Mary B. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is chilling with, I said, now I'm gonna give you a dose of chilling with the realest Mary B, Nate. I was like, here we go. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, I was like, either we gonna end today, you know what I'm saying? Or we gonna continue today, but I'm about to give you a dose of chilling with the realest Mary B. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I was like, you can go ahead and take my wrench, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be completely honest. The reason why you ain't seeing me over there, I ain't seen you in my chat. You know what I'm saying? I said, because I was like, listen, I said, I go over in other people's chats and I ain't see you in my chat. You know what I'm saying? I said, so I'm like, I'm not trying to do the tit for tat thing, but as I said, listen, I said, love you to death, but I've been over there, been over there. I said, I've been in yours, been in words. And I said, and I remember, I said, because words slid up in mine like almost the last minute. And we was like, yeah, better late than never. You know what I'm saying? And I said, we even told him that, hey, better late than never. You know what I'm saying? But he did try, but I was like, and you know what I'm saying? And you said you have been there, you know what I'm saying? And I said, but see, the thing about the bushes, and this is the thing that I want everybody to know
Yeah,
about the bushes is, if y'all not y'all are not typing, we don't know that y'all there. You know what I'm saying? So like, we have no clue that y'all are not in the, we don't have no clue that y'all here. So the thing is like, I need y'all to like at least type, say something, because like, even if I'm driving, I'll type and I'll say, hey, I'm here, y'all. Just want to talk. Or if I'm on the phone, I might be on the phone or something, and I'll type. I'll say, hey, I'm on the phone, but just want to let you know, hey, Albert, happy belated birthday, homie. I'll type and I'll say something. I'll say, hey, I'm here, or I'll say something. You know what I'm saying? Let you know what I'm saying, that I'm here, or some kind of notification. But if I was like, y'all could be in the bushes all y'all want, but I don't, I won't know that you were around. So that's just the thing. Like the bushes, it's just the bushes, but we ain't gonna know y'all there until y'all type something, you know. Thank you, Frank. See there, like Frank G. I'm here. I'm watching football and listening. See, there it is. There, I know Frank G is here now. I mean, I knew he was here earlier because he was typing. But if you say something, like, I know that you here. You know what I'm saying? So, but
yeah.
we had our conversation. So that was the thing. We communicated, and then we took accountability. But see, I was letting you know that's why you ain't seen me over there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So
no, but see, look, like I told you, it wasn't that. I was mostly just focused. I mostly was just worried because I was like, damn, I hope she alright.
Yeah,
Especially, I didn't really hear from you on the back end either. So I was like, but I had told you my situation, what I was technically going through. So it was an eye for
right,
an eye. But see, look, we didn't go off track because again, me and you've been keeping it real for a minute since you've been here.
right,
So what the hell? Why would I be fake with you now? That's the one thing
exactly,
I can tell you. I could never be fake with anybody. If you
right,
decide to be fake with me, that's on you. I got nothing to do with that. But you,
right,
you always
exactly.
keep it real. So shoot. And you thought I was gonna take your wrench? No, I was gonna take your popcorn next time you came in the chat. But I wasn't gonna take your wrench, man.
But it's about communication. No, we was like
I
we
know.
was, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we communicated, but I let you know. I was letting you know. So I was like, okay, we going to but my problem, but let me tell you about accountability. So this is where accountability comes in right here. Accountability came in is when I was telling you, I said, now this is where accountability comes in on my part is my accountability came in. I said, Nate, my problem is my problem I always have always had is when I never know when to approach the situation. Cause I'm like, you know what? My problem is when to have that conversation with Nate. Do I approach Nate when he feels some type of way, or do I just hit him up and say, hey, I ain't seen you around? So that's the accountability that I have. That's my accountability is that I need to work on that. And, and remember, I told you that that's something that I need to work on. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably where Word could come in with his PhD is Word. When do I need, like, that's something I need to work on. Should I approach the person about it, or do I wait on for like the situation to, like, when the person brings it up, like, do you wait on for the situation, you know what I'm saying, to come at hand, or do you just approach the person about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's the thing, it's like I never know. That's my thing. That's my now that's the accountability on my part, is like, okay, like, of like knowing when to handle it, like when to approach the situation. Worse said, I be in the bushes a lot. Kids don't let me tight. I'm always in the combat lies waiting for you to tuck that elbow. Oh, that Word always be talking about my hooks.
Oh, leg drop. Something. I don't know. I
Hey,
tried to
try
tell
to
you
get
the leg drop. I tried to tell you the leg drop one day. No, but
yes,
it is. It's about just when you, like I said, it's when you approach a situation, how to approach it. And see, I've had
right,
situations, like I said, I've had some situations on here, and I approached it correct. Because again, I've
right,
allowed certain things to slide. Again, the observer will sometimes let things slide to see how far they think things gonna go. Other than that, I can't be nobody but myself, whether you like me or not. And see,
right,
at the end of the day, I'm always going to support the ones that really are, rocking out regardless. I got told
right,
people, you don't gotta be in the chat every day. I don't care about that.
right,
But
right,
at least let me know you alright. Cause shoot, sometimes I be worried, like, hold on, I ain't hear from these. Make sure everybody alright, man.
right,
Bad enough. I gotta live my own life. I gotta do my own things outside of an app. That's the thing too. And we talked about that too. Some people just don't know how to unplug from an app. I got a life to live
right,
outside of it, so I do as much as I possibly can on here. And for those who might have thought I was an unemployed Floyd, stop smoking rocks. As you hear the train, that means I'm definitely still at work right now. So, like, but yet and still, no, because some people would think, oh, how you doing all of this and this is that? Because I got to balance. I know how to balance my work life. I know how to balance my real life and my social media life. Some
right,
people don't have that key balance.
right, right. Yeah. And that's another thing too. Like, I know for me, um, YouTube is not my life.
Yeah,
YouTube is not my life. It's not my whole life. And I know for some people they cannot put down the YouTube. Like, I'm gonna watch my shows. Like, I have shows, I have a son, I have work life, you know what I'm saying? And then I also have friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, friends outside of this place. Um, that I'm on the phone with. I do stuff outside, that I do in San Diego County with. Like, I hang out outside, do stuff with my friends, and I'm not going to abandon those friends for YouTube, because those are my personal friends, and they've been here before YouTube, and I'm not going to abandon those friends. So for YouTube, um, so it's like, this place here is what it is, but I have a life outside of this place, so I do know how to unplug from here. This is not my life.
yeah.
So You know, I do know how to unplug from this. This is not an addiction for me. I can get off of here and be gone. Like, you know, people be like, "Oh, I ran her off of here." No, you ain't ran shit from nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You ain't
Facts.
ran me from here. Ain't nobody, you know, I know probably think people think that they ran me off of here, or, you know, I'm scared to come on here because of what was going on. Now I ain't no trust and believe, don't nobody run me from shit. I'm not afraid of nobody on this motherfucker. Ain't nobody ran me from nobody. Ain't nobody ran me off of here. Ain't nobody stressing the fuck out on this motherfucker. Cause at Trust and Believe, Mary be off of this motherfucker because Mary be trying to keep her mouth shut or whatever. And Mary actually saving lives on this motherfucker is what she's doing. But Mary is not afraid to by any means or nothing. They know Mary will get off of here when Mary is it feels like she's ready to get up off of here for her own personal reasons. But ain't no way in hell somebody, oh, I'm running up off of here because she's scared, because Mary's not terrified of no fucking body on this motherfucking app ever. Trust and believe that. So you know that will never be the fucking case. Because like when I got one account and one account only. I don't make up no fake accounts to say anything to anybody. If somebody's got me blocked and I can't say something to somebody or whatever, then it is what it is. If I can't, I can say stuff to people on here through my own account, and it is what it is. But as far as me, I don't. If I can't, you know, I don't need to make up no fake accounts to say nothing to nobody. Um, and that's just what it is. Um, exactly, Frank G. We didn't grow up on social media. You know what I'm saying? We were outside playing.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I got friends. You know what I'm saying? I got friends. I have a life. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, I'm not a loner. You know, so this right here is not. You know what I'm saying? Like it's. You know, it's really not it. Like I would rather I could go to a concert. I can hang with the homies. Like, you know, this is not it. Being on here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just being on here all day, every day. I don't know. It's just not. It's not it. Like, I'd rather be out at a concert, or being on a fucking plane, taking trips and shit, going out with the friends, and that's where it is for me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather do shit like that.
Yeah. No,
I
and
mean,
that's what I'm saying. I got
you
you. Like we didn't grow up on that. See, this the thing. I
know,
ain't that younger than you, but I ain't that old neither. But see, even then, I when social media thought to start becoming something, I was already well into my what? I think I passed my high school year when social media really started kicking off. But
oh,
even
okay.
then, we still had a balance. I'm from that era. Oh no, my mom dudes gave me a balance. Like it wasn't just we was video gaming all day and that's it. Nah. We going
Mhm.
out to do this. We might go to the look. We might go to a restaurant. We might go to the museum. We might go to the movies. Whatever we gonna do, just know you gonna have some sort of learning during the day, which it was true. I don't care if it was shopping. Well, guess what? You're gonna teach you a little bit about math today. So you know this is that and third. Like so it's like I always had that balance as a kid coming up anyway. And that's what
Right.
I'm saying. Like, don't get it twisted. You know, it's not saying people can't come on here, build and do whatever, but
Uh-huh.
have a balance in your life. You know, because you got some people that probably go live once out the day. You got some
Uh-huh.
people who go live multiple times out the day, but at least they bringing something. It's
Okay.
one thing. But then even still, you still gotta have a balance. Like you gotta know when to unplug. And sometimes you're gonna come across some BS where you feel you need to unplug. I didn't have my days where I had to unplug, but it wasn't because of nothing on hand. It was because
Right.
of stuff that was going on in real time. So
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
it's all about accountability, though. You know what you take in. You know what responsibilities you need to uphold to, and and if something did go wrong, hey, you take accountability. Like I
Hmm.
always try to tell people, if I ever said something you felt offended, you might as well tell me. Because if I don't know it, I'm gonna keep on doing what I've been doing. Because again, I'm living my life. I
Right.
try to at least show the utmost respect. And if something is kind of if you say something like, "I bet, no doubt, my bad,"
Right.
that's it. That's how it's supposed to be. But if you want to continuously just move, snakish, then hey,
Right.
you really not saying that.
Right.
You can't expect somebody to say, "Well, damn, I hurt you, my bad." Because that person probably didn't even know they hurt you. So
That's
how would
true.
they know if you're not saying that?
Right. Right. And at the end of the day, we're all human. So, we got blood running through our veins. We don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what's going on in your head. You don't know what's going on in mine, and we ain't gonna know until we talk to each other about it. You know, or and we don't know how each other's feeling until we talk to each other. So at the end of the day, we gotta communicate. So in accountability, that's what's in there is communication. You know, and
Exactly.
stuff. So, now it's just like we just got to communicate that. And that's why I was saying, like, with my friend, I know I got to communicate with her too, like, about the situation with, her not showing up to stuff, you know, and, in the strain friendship. I know I got to have that I know I got to have that conversation and stuff with her about that, you know, but it's like, it's all about communication and stuff, and like kind of, just where you want things to go. But it's like, yeah, sometimes you just really get tired of giving and giving and giving, you know what I'm saying? And people just taking and taking and taking. So you just you get tired of the takers. But you definitely, one thing that I cannot deal with is just the constant. One thing I cannot deal with from somebody is the lies. You know what I'm saying? When somebody is spewing lies. Now that's something that I can't. That's something that I will never be able to come back from. When you spewing lies and something like that, that's something that can't be fixed.
Exactly.
You know, when you spewing lies out here and then you sitting up here trying to paint me out to be a bad person, that's something that I definitely could never come back from. When you know damn well, it's like I have done nothing but been a very good friend to you. And it's like you know damn well you didn't tell everybody else I was a good friend to you. Now all of a sudden, we on the outs, and all of a sudden I'm this bad person and shit. So it's like you want to sit up here and paint me out to be this horrible ass person, you know. And it's like, but at the end of the day, it's like, I haven't done near about it what you sit up here, and then it's like you adding shit. You know what I'm saying? You adding shit, and it's like, and just trying to make you know what I'm saying, just for the drama, you know. And it's like, and you trying to bring drama, anything to boost yourself up. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like people see straight through that shit, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like at the end of the day, I don't have to see, you don't have to really say nothing. You don't even have to say nothing, because at the end of the day, people already know your character. So it's
Exactly.
like, at the end of the day, you don't even have to fight. You don't have to say nothing. That's why I tell people, you don't even have to fight. You don't have to say nothing. I tell people all the time, you don't even have to fight it. People know who you are. Don't even worry about that.
Yeah,
And it's
that's the
like,
most important thing.
yeah, people know who you are. You ain't got to say nothing. People know exactly who you are, you know. And that, because my friend's daughter's going through that at her job right now. Where this girl is going around saying stuff about her. And I said, but you know what? The thing is, the coworkers already know what type of person your daughter is. So I was like, while this girl is going around saying all these bad things about your daughter, they already know that the person that is going around saying these things about your daughter is the problem. They know that. I was like, so your daughter don't even have to worry about anything. She don't tell her, just go to work, do her job. And that girl is right now, she's hanging herself. Because what's going to end up happening is once they already investigating her, and she don't even know it. But once she's done, once they get her up out of there, she will never be able to get another government job. And she don't even know that. So she's right now, she's hanging herself. So I'm like, she's hanging herself. And it's like, while she's over there spewing all this bad stuff about her, she's the one that's hanging herself. So I was like, tell her to go to work, keep doing it, what she's doing. Don't even pay any mind to it. Just ignore the chick. Everybody already know like that girl is the problem. So I was like, they always say the people that, you know what I'm saying, hey, they keep speaking the loudest, like, the girl is hanging herself. Just tell her to keep going to work. Just do you, boo. You ain't even
Yeah,
gotta
that's all
do.
you can do. That's all you can do in life. Because when people try to paint that picture out about you, but that goes to show you their true character anyway, and that goes to show you a lot of times they wasn't really for you in the first place. That's
Exactly.
just like somebody not respecting something that you trying to build. After a while, you gonna lose respect for that person because you like what I'm trying to do, but you trying to go the opposite route. So yeah, I can't deal with you.
Right.
A lot of times those sour people end up getting what they get. It is called karma. Again, I just said that earlier. Universal karma.
Right.
At some point, you gonna reap that because you're doing too much at the end of the day. And my thing is, if you did something wrong and you ain't trying to take accountability for it, then it goes to show you that you wasn't a true friend of that person to begin with. So
Right. Exactly. And now, and that's how I feel. I'm like, there was always an agenda from the get go. Hey Shanita, hey Ruthie. Um, Shanita says she unplugs from the app from this app quite often. Shanita, I had unplugged from Facebook and Twitter. I've left for a month. I was only gonna do a 30-day, like only gonna go leave for like 30 days. I left for like 6 months. Didn't even mean to like leave that long, but I unplugged for 30 days and was gone for 6 months. And my friends, hey Cole, they was like, you all right? I was getting text messages and stuff, and I was like, well, I was only meaning to go for like 30 days, and I didn't realize it was 6 months I was gone. And I didn't even mean to. I wasn't even meaning to go for that long, but I was gone for 6 months. But I'm gonna tell you, it felt so good to the point that I was just like, my goodness, I was like, I don't even know if I would want to come back. It was like, come back on. It was like, it's so boring on here without you. I was like, I don't even know if I want to come back. Like, it was so nice not being without social media.
yeah, sometimes you're gonna have to do that. But this is what I'm saying too. Some people would think that just because of that, like you said earlier, some people would think that, oh, word, they ain't coming back, or the word, they ain't been on here in a minute. Just like I had earlier, I had a troll coming in. I was like, yeah, you was missing me all day. You must have thought I was going to be on early, but no, but this is what I'm saying. You have these type of miserable, low life people that, again, they
Right.
have nothing to offer. And instead of them saying, you know what, I can respect what's being going, I can respect what's going on. Let me just leave it be. Nah, you still want to be a pain in the neck. But then again, the greatest quote I heard, like I told you the other day, the greatest quote I heard was truth. It's all
Uh-huh.
of my haters. If you hate everything that I'm doing, but you still watching what I'm doing,
Right.
continue to be a fanboy because that's what you are, a fanboy. Like
Right.
you're upset, you're jealous, you're upset. You definitely you're spiteful because that person is growing, you know, more than you're growing. It's all
Right.
about spiritual growth at the end of the day. If I had
Right.
an issue with you, prime example, right? You think I'd really be wasting my time going back and forth with you and you a woman on top of that? Nope. Not gonna do that. But some people will. That's what I'm saying. You gotta just be mindful of who's who on here. A lot
Right.
of people will show themselves, but then the real one's always gonna have your back regardless. So but
Right.
you tend to just keep away from the madness. And man, at some point the hate does subside because once you stop giving it attention, it starts wibbling out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And you just have to, like I said, like the hate, like, and the thing of it is like, like the hate come with, with the whole like, it's hate when you show your weight loss and stuff like that, and the hate, and it's like, it's so funny because people think because you losing weight because, oh, the people think you got an insecurity about being overweight. Well, no, that's not an insecurity. Like, they try to find something that is going to, that's going to bring me down, or because, or something, try to find something that hurts, or something, or something that's my weakness or something. Like, what's gonna hurt her? What's gonna, fly your ass out here and put your hands on me? That's the only thing that's the only thing that you put your hands on me. You're gonna have to touch the skin. Touch the skin. That's the only thing that's the only thing that's gonna hurt. That's the only thing that's gonna hurt. It's like, and if that's the only thing that's gonna hurt. You're gonna have to fly your ass out here and touch this goddamn skin. That's the only thing that's gonna hurt. Touch the skin. Touch the skin. You have to touch the skin. But I'm like, that's the only thing that's gonna hurt. But I'm like, that's the only thing. Like, people, because so many people are taking their own insecurities and they think they trying to push it off on me, calling me fat, calling me fat, talking about my weight, my arms, this and that or whatever, all that shit, you can shove it straight up your ass. Cause listen, none of that shit bothers me or whatever. That might bother you. Your weight might bother you. You know what I'm saying? And all this shit that doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, um, I'm just losing weight. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just something that I want to do for myself or whatever. I don't want no diabetes or whatever. I work in the medical field or whatever. I don't want diabetes. I'm trying to do it for prevention or whatever. But and yeah, I want more energy in my life, you know. I would like to look a certain way in my clothing, you know, or whatever. But and I want to move a little bit faster in my classes, you know.
Yeah.
Um but as far as anything else, I'm like, I was never insecure. No, hell, I was pulling dudes at 251 pounds. I still had guys looking at me, you know, but
Yeah.
never was insecure. Never had any. I don't have any insecurities about myself. I never felt depressed about my weight, or anything like that, you know.
You know what? You kind of sounded like my mom's, man. She rest in peace, though. 'Cause my mom's was, I had a picture of her before, like when she was
Mhm.
in high school, and then I seen her even when she got older. She had dropped some of the weight. Well, she
Mhm.
dropped most of the weight. I ain't gonna lie to you. 'Cause my mom's was kind of big. I think that's where I got the heftiness from.
Mhm.
But yet and still, it was the same thing. You had people trying to cause to do whatever because, but again, it's not so much as just beauty. Sometimes people just, again, they see genuine good behavior. They just see something genuine in somebody. Don't matter what the size. You could have
Mhm.
been 300 pounds. If I thought I seen you and I thought I had, oh, word, you know what? What's up, big shots? What's your name? Like, stop playing. I won't even say that. But I would approach
Mhm.
you the way you're supposed to be approached. Some people just don't know. Again, you're gonna have people come to you, and it don't gotta be. Listen, you can be an ugly duckling. I'm just using this as an example. But if people see something genuine in you, your spirit is genuine, and you just got a good, you got something good around you. Shoot, they gonna flock to you.
Mhm.
That's all that is. You just gotta make sure you being yourself.
Right.
Don't try to be something outside of yourself. When you try to be somebody else, you see it might work for a little bit, but then it becomes stressful. That's just like you with the like constantly putting on too much makeup. Prime example. If you already look good without the makeup, why keep putting on makeup to keep up an appearance? You already got a good appearance. You
Mhm.
know, just gotta let the world see it. That's it.
Right. 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 Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah, and then realist, and then, yeah, realist. I had wrote you. I was saying some people they be on here. It comes to a point where the being on here so much it consumes them. That's when it becomes a problem. When
Yeah.
it consumes their, you know what I'm saying? It just consumes their whole life. Like it's like that. It turns like seriously. I've seen some people they be on here and it's like they get consumed with like the numbers of like their numbers and the subs of like the analytics. I mean, like they start losing their mind about like what's going on with the numbers of the channel, like,
Yeah.
and then they start getting into this depression. um that's when it becomes a problem. Or if their channel is not doing well, it becomes a YouTube depression. There's a guy here in San Diego who
Mm.
had a big YouTube channel, and he actually drove the wrong way on the freeway, and he killed my friend and her daughter.
Yeah, you was telling
And
me that. Mm.
yeah, he killed my friend and her daughter. He hit him head on, or all over his this fucking YouTube channel, because YouTube was screwing with his YouTube channel. And this is what I mean, because this man got so consumed into his YouTube channel, because and so he got in his McLaren and drove the wrong way on the damn freeway and killed my friend and her daughter.
Mm.
And I think I'm gonna do a stream about them next week because their anniversary just passed. And They died all because he was so upset over his YouTube channel. And this is something that, that's not talked about that much,
Yeah.
and and it's like this falsification that people are going to be making all this money on damn YouTube, and that you're going to make it so fucking big. And and I had to tell my son this too, because he was so wrapped up when he was in school. Oh, I'm gonna get this YouTube channel, and I'm gonna make it so big, and I'm gonna get this house, and I'm gonna, and I'm gonna be doing this, and I'm gonna be doing that. Oh, and I'm like, well, you know what? You don't even like people. You got to get on here, and you got to do this, and you gotta, you gotta, I'm like, you trying to talk about you want to do YouTube? Hell, you know what I'm saying? He don't even want to show himself on my YouTube channel. Hell, when I had the trolls and stuff, he's like, don't show me on your, he's like, I don't like your people, he didn't, not to say that he don't like y'all, Nate,
No,
but
no.
he didn't like the fact that, I had trolls. I'm like, you don't even want like the fact that I got goddamn trolls and shit. You gonna have to deal with fucking trolls when you on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna be trolled. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be somebody that's close to you, you
If
know?
it's not, it's gonna be somebody that think they know you that well. That's the problem. And see,
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it don't be personal people. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it do. But then other times you just got people who either been around or they just think they got a general gist of you, especially if they doing that weird stalker stuff like following you from chat to chat to see who you associating with, et cetera, et cetera. You like, oh, come on, man, that's weird.
Right.
But see, I already
Exactly.
knew, like, see, I knew what to deal with when it came on here. But that's sad that this is the only app, in my opinion, that got more trolls than anything. You go on any other app,
Absolutely.
it's not too much going on. Because everybody knows you. Like, see, prime example, if you was doing things on Instagram, everybody knows you. You doing
Right.
things on Facebook, Twitter, or even, Twitch or something like that, everybody knows you.
Right.
When you get here, everybody and their mama get to have a damn view and opinion, even the trolls. Like, come on.
Right. Right. Exactly. I don't blame you, Shanita. I don't blame you not one bit. I don't. I don't blame you not one bit for not wanting to have no parts in no channel.
No,
Um.
because it's not something, because again, some people are just, they're not going to be for the madness. They're not going to be for that madness neither.
Right.
And that's what's going to drive them to really be like, oh, nah, let me go find out who this person is. Let me pull up their IP address. And I've seen some people do that too. You want to troll people, keep playing games. And some people actually got that IP address, said, okay, watch this.
Hmm.
And then y'all didn't have that same energy when those people really pulled up to your damn areas. So again, be mindful of what you're doing. You gonna say
Absolutely.
something, you gonna say something and do something, all right, it is what it is. Words is words. But when you start taking
Right.
it beyond that and you go further than that, you gotta expect the consequences to come behind it.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I totally agree, because that pull up is going to be something else. That pull up is definitely going to be for something else. Because and one thing is, you never know. Like I always tell people, the mind is a very unpredictable place. Stop playing with people's minds. You know what I'm saying? You never know what somebody's mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you never know, somebody's mind is not right, and you don't know. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in somebody's head. And yes, it's definitely not for everyone, realist. And like I said, I've met some really cool folks on here. You know what I'm saying? And not some cool folks. Um, and like I said, when like I said, yours, your channel, words channel. You know what I'm saying? And and I've saw some realist content, and I've seen, and Geneva and Adam stuff, and Destiny's stuff is she's flourishing and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? And I go over, and Metro, he be doing his thing, and a lot of other people be doing their thing. It's like, I'm like, so it's like, I'm like, everybody's got different content, East Dad, he's got his stuff, his with his little clips and stuff. It's amazing how everybody has different stuff, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. You know what I'm saying? And it's very creative, to see that. And that's the thing, that's the stuff that I love to see. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beautiful part about it. Now, all that other bullshit and drama of it all, that's the ugly part that I don't really care for. You know what I'm saying? All the fussing and the fighting and all that bullshit. I don't care for all that bullshit. I like all, you know what I'm saying? but the beautiful part about the, YouTube is the part that I love about it. Um, but yeah, all the fussing and the fighting and the drama, I can't, I can't really, I don't really
Yeah.
don't like all that shit. And like I said, definitely have been, caught up in that, in that bullshit myself. Like I said, I've gotten caught up in that shit. Like I said, definitely, you know, have been falsified on some things, and have had to find some shit out for myself later, or whatever. But it is what it is. But you find out the truth later on your own. But yeah, it's like that's the thing about fucking social media. Um, it could be something else, but like what I have learned is it's not what it's cracked up to be, and that's why I keep telling these, my son, I'm like, it ain't what you think. You don't think it ain't what you think it is, homie. You ain't gonna get on here and you ain't gonna be this, thinking that you're gonna be making all this money and all this stuff, and it don't think that it's gonna be like that, you know. And that's
Most of
what
them
they.
are making money. Most of them are making money anyway because of the, if it's not sponsorships, or some of them are partnered up with certain people, like they getting those sponsorships, those partnerships, so on and so forth. And the
Right,
ones that really do make money, that's because if they producing a certain content,
right,
again, everybody gonna be, even if they don't, like, prime example, there's some people who do comedy on here. They don't do lives like that, but when they do, you know, if the people resonate and they mess with it,
hmm,
9 out of 10 they hit in the super chat, or they'll leave one of them, super chat donations, even if it's an upload.
right,
So again, it does lie up to, because don't get it twisted. Yeah, you got three forms to keep yourself, afloat. But again, you just making chump change. Like, it'd be different if you was, oh, where I'm gonna get $1,000 a month. All right, all right. Let me be on here and be a fool. but
right,
but some of
exactly,
these people are gonna get theirs anyway because they already in tune with comedy. So
right,
if you
exactly,
ain't got some sort of business venture going on here to where you gonna receive all that money, you
right,
ain't gonna be getting none of chump change.
right,
I just told you what
exactly,
happened the other day. Look, I just told you what happened the other day. Like, and I was laughing. I said, "This ain't nothing." Like, like, but
right.
some people be going hard. Like, this supposed to be, yeah, man. I'm gonna get. But see, you know why some of them go hard too, Mary? Because some of them do. There are some platforms who they was getting crazy, like super chats, donations, memberships, stuff like that. And in the same token,
Hmm.
they were just bringing a bunch of nonsense. Like,
Right,
it was times when they had something good, but everything else was like nonsense. But
right,
again, when you build up your following, that's really where it's going to come to. And see, that's what that person mostly relied on. Because I remember that person coming on here saying, "Yeah, I made $40,000 last month on YouTube." I said, "Okay, that's all came from your super chat, but you still had to wait till the end of the month, and you didn't get all that $40,000. You forgot they going to take their little PC.
they
So you
sure
got
did.
something, but it ain't what you thought you was gonna get."
Mm-hmm. Exactly. They're gonna take their. They're like, thank you. But we're gonna go ahead and take our portion here. Thank you. You know, just like I said, I was like when I did that survey, I was telling YouTube, I said, I feel like, when y'all over here talking about hours and stuff, I feel like every time a person log on to YouTube, that should count as hours, watch hours. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's how I'm like, when we every time I log on to YouTube and I play a song in my car, 1738 times, I'm listening to a song over and over, I feel like that should count as my hours that I'm listening to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hell, I'm like, that should count as watch hours. Hell, what the hell you mean? Like, I was like, I don't know, I just feel like it's just a bunch of, like I said, that I know they got that survey. I was completely honest on that survey.
Yeah.
But
No, it's
yeah.
supposed to, because and I feel more people, especially the content creators, should take those surveys, because some of y'all do be crying and moping about the troll activity, but then they ain't gonna know nothing. And that's how I noticed with some of these damn apps. If you don't take a survey, they ain't gonna know what's what or what to expect. But then
Right.
again, mostly everybody should be on that notion, like, you know what, yo, we tired of the nonsense, we tired of this, we tired of that. Like, you want the people to come here and feel great especially those who are trying to build content. But
Hmm.
they ain't gonna feel great if they turn around every time you look. This is the type of things you gotta deal with. But you know, you putting more restrictions on the people who are actually taking their time and their dedication to bringing content to the platform, and
Hmm.
you ain't restricting the people who are trying to mess that up by porn bombing and doing all that other extra stuff they don't need to do.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I don't understand. I don't get that part. I don't
Yeah.
get the restrictions on that part. Or, I mean the music playing. I'm like, what's with the music? Like, how come we can't play the music? You shutting that down. Ain't no harm in playing music, but somebody can get up there and show a whole damn wiener.
Yeah. Word is
Like,
still-
or somebody can come on your thing with a picture of a wiener. Like, what the hell? And, it's
yeah.
funny 'cause somebody would, keep coming on our thing with a picture, and I'm like, how did somebody get to make an account with that thing? And it's funny because Adam was like, oh, that's a finger, and Jeannie's like, ain't no damn finger. I was cracking up
Yeah.
laughing. Geneva had me cracking up laughing. I was just like, "Ain't no damn finger." I said, "Oh, when she say ain't no finger, I already know what's in that profile thing." And
Yeah.
I was cracking up laughing. I said, "Yeah, somebody's got their thing out again. Here we go." I'm like, and it seemed like it's the same old penis. I'm like, y'all passing around that same old penis pic. Y'all need to stop. And I'm like, how is it? It's the same old penis pic that's going around. I'm like, so how are they? I'm like, they just sit up here just making the same old thing, but it's crazy. But hey, I appreciate y'all for being with me. I got to go to Walmeasy. I got to go grocery shopping because I ain't got shit in here to eat, and
Uh-huh.
I don't need my
Mm-hmm.
I don't need my son in there sleepwalking talking shit. So I'm trying to say that I'm trying to get to his stuff. So
I'm gonna be sleepwalking. I'm gonna be sleepwalking and talking shit too. Where is my damn sausage, egg, and cheese? Damn it! I'm like, Mary, that's it, Mary.
oh my! I was supposed to be going to Walmeasy all day today, and I ain't even hit up Walmeasy. It tried to warm up today. I was like, look, our weather has been so bipolar. I'm like, it was raining yesterday, and then it
Yeah.
warmed up today, and now the temperature done dropped and it got cool, and I'm sitting up here with shorts on because it was hot earlier. So now I'm gonna have to go put some pants back on. I'm like, it's all over the place. So
Oh, don't feel bad. Listen, we've been dealing. It finally just stopped raining for the first time in almost 24 hours, but we still got rain coming. So this is just our
really.
little break. I'm like, yeah, because I think we getting some of whatever that storm is coming. Because they said we were supposed to get rain on Monday. This is the first time throughout the whole day it ain't rain. That's why you hear this wind in the background, and it's cool. It definitely feel like back to school weather, but
Really?
I don't want it to be 100 degrees in the morning. Like, why?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. I was wondering about that because I was like, I know you said it was raining earlier over there. I was like wondering if y'all was still getting that rain because I did hear about that storm coming over there on the
Yeah,
east.
we still got like we. This is probably the only time we got a little breathing room as far as not no rain at all. You
Mm.
know it's bad when you ain't even get a chance to walk the dog at all today. Like, oh yeah, we ain't going outside. I'm gonna just put these pads down for you. You got to hold it down until I get off work. Nah, cause he kept giving me that look today. Like every time I did wake up out of my, he like, I know we going outside. I'm like, you gotta look out that window. You gotta look out that window and get inspired to stay in this house today. Like I did. I didn't even go out today. And I said, I ain't going out to near time to go to work. And that's what I did. I said,
Oh my gosh. He was like, we're going out. Hey, Pops, grab look, we gotta get the leash. Let's go.
yeah, but he know that already. He know if I don't take him out, not even once out the day, he already know like, damn, the weather bad. He ain't even gonna think twice about it. But yeah, let me just use these pads. So I know where
Right.
this is going.
At least he's smart about it though. Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
know, I had to
god.
come and show you some love, though.
I
And you know, I
appreciate
had
it.
to be a part of this conversation, too, because, again, you speaking it right about accountability. And a lot
Yeah.
of people really don't take accountability on here, and this is the reason why. You
Right.
know, we having the issues we have now. But people will learn to just be themselves and stop trying to bite hands and shoot, just unite for something outside of negativity. We all could be all right. We all
Right.
got space in here to eat one way or another. Just like in this world, we all got opportunity and space to eat. We don't gotta
Absolutely.
keep crowding each other. We don't gotta tear each other down either.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I appreciate y'all for coming over, and I really do. I appreciate y'all for being here tonight. And yeah, so but y'all have a good rest of the weekend or whatever, and definitely be in here to see y'all come over and support. But yeah, accountability at its finest. Always look within, first before I always say always look within first. You know, definitely always looking within first. So that's always a key. That's it. But
Yeah,
y'all
that's what that goes.
enjoy the rest of y'all weekend and be safe out there, y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining the live and y'all have a good weekend.
Definitely peace and definitely peace and blessings to everybody. I'll hit you on the back end after a while. I got to charge this phone. My phone at 9%.
Yeah, I
I'll hit
know.
you on the back end in a minute.
Yeah, mine's is draining too. I got to charge mine up too. I'm gonna charge it in the car while I'm driving to Walmeasy and stuff. All
But I
right.
had to come show the love. Have a good one. I'll speak to you in a little bit.
Okay then. All right. Bye, you
All right, man.
guys. Have a good one. Love y'all.